Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Warpforge, and today we're going to be playing some more Gene Stealers. And you probably saw my previous Gene Stealers video, and the deck that was presented there was absolutely terrifying, as well as very unfair. However, if you do want to play a different type of Gene Stealer that is actually more fun and not like crazy overpowered, then I present to you a Magus Uthrel Naas deck, which is for control. Now, I do have to warn you though, it's way more expensive than the other build because it has a lot of legendaries, but here's the positive side. If you're playing Magus and you don't have a lot of legendaries, you can actually generate them with him because his ability is really good. He chooses a Gene Stealer Cold Stroop and it adds to your hand and its cost is lowered by 1. So that actually lets him generate some key legendaries, which is really cool. Now let's take a look at what we have here. Now obviously you're going to need Gene Stealer Familiar, and unlike my previous deck where I was a little bit angry as well at the game and didn't really take much time to explain what the things did, I'm going to explain this deck very well. So this is the Gene Stealer Familiar. This is very important for a couple of reasons. First of all, this is one of your flanking tools, as well as that +1 adjacent attack. Now this is very important because it does allow some of your troops to trigger ambush, so it has natural combos with a couple of things here. And it can also be placed adjacent to your Warlord to give your Warlord +1 attack. That potentially gives your Warlord ability to clear something for 3 HP as well. Now we will get to what this thing can combo with in a little bit. There's also the Perfect Ambush, once again very important because it can either be played on a unit with ambush to guarantee that it's going to trigger it unless the unit is stunned. Keep in mind that invulnerability does not protect against stun, so if you use this to just protect an ambushing unit, keep that in mind. You can also just use this as a trade on a key unit so that it doesn't lose HP and it still sticks around until next turn, which is still really good. We have double backstab. This has two uses here. One is of course to just help you remove some early threats, but the second use here is to actually combo with concealed explosives. Now concealed explosives by itself is not a good card, but given how much like you'll be facing scarabs as well as like Gene Stealer spam, this might be very important. So you want to actually use this, you want to backstab it, it's gonna explode, and you're also gonna add a sabotage in the enemy's hand. So not too bad, but not too great either. But currently this is all we got for AoE, so we have to be using that. If you're playing against an enemy Gene Stealer and they give you poisoned supplies, keep in mind that it can trigger the explosion of concealed because it's going to be considered that it damaged the ambush during your turn. So keep that in mind. Enhanced aggression because of the flank and good strike that it has. We also have one copy of Lying in Wait, and I'll tell you what this is going to do a little bit later. We also have Biophagus. Biophagus is extremely good because, first of all, it's stealth. It gives you the best sabotage and adds into the enemy's hand, and it also has a good ability to create genomic enhancements, which includes the aggression one, damage increase, or armor and HP. Both are really good. Bore Through is very good because of 3 reasons. It's a nuke, it also damages armored troops and helps you remove them, and it also can be used to destroy the explosives when backstab is not available and you just have to do it. Locus is one of the best things that you have because once you play this, you can end up stun locking a lot of opponents if you have a little weird combo on the board. Sometimes I play Biophagus and then on the next turn I make an HP bonus with it, and then I play Locus, and then when you have the Locus turn, you play the HP armor on it, and if it ends up surviving, even after like 1 turn, it ends up stun locking the enemy Warlord quite a lot. So very useful unit overall. I'll demonstrate that once we play. Might be a little hard to understand. Just like that, Neophyte Leader is not really that crucial here. So if you're missing this legendary, you really are okay. I'm just putting this because it has good stats. So for 3 energy, the stats on this thing are really good. It even has better stats than the Galaron Champion, which I think has really good stats. Pure String Gene Stealer. This is basically a Scorpech Destroyer without the restore. Oh, really good without the remnant, so still pretty good removal. We have Clamavus, whatever his name is, because this is once again a worse version in a way of the Psychomancer, because I think it costs more than the Psychomancer with exactly the same stats and ability, I think, but it also gives you the talent Vox Hacker, but it's not there for Vox Hacker, it's there to just stun our opponents. Sanctus, very important, you need that sniper, you need that ambush, because you combo this together with the Genestealer Familiar and you can take out 2 units with this, which is really strong. Especially if you generate extra ones from Magus, which is crazy. Achilles Ridge Runner, not the best stats for the cost, but it's our only flank against the flying units, minus Sanctus. And it also does create free sabotages, so we still include that. Reductus Saboteur is insane because of that stealth and blast 4 and insane stats. Also can generate a lot of explosives, which might become a big problem if your opponent can't deal with it. We got double Benefictus because of the nice rally, but keep in mind that some aggro opponents are not going to have a lot of cards in their hand. Telepathic Domination, very good. This is like the Irresistible Charisma from HHL. This can act as a quick finisher when your opponent is low and drops a Varguard or something like that. And if you have 10 energy, you can use this and then return whatever they play to your hand with lying in wait, and it's going to cost 1, so they never get their troop back and you get their troop for cheaper, which is nuts. Patriarch is not that important. Once again, I just have it because I think it's funny, because when it does work, it wins you the game, so I don't think it's really that necessary, but you can surely add it. And Day of Ascension is a bit of a mixed package. If your opponent has a lot of cards, it can be a quick finisher. If not, it can be useless. But usually, by the time you use this, they have at least 4 or 5 cards in their hand, so it can act like an Exorcist, but without dropping the body. Sometimes it's a game winner, sometimes it's kind of shitty. Now, if you don't have some of the legendaries, here are the cards that I would recommend for replacements. So let me tell you what are some of the good cards. Try to avoid these like Sabotage cards in general. I would say Sabotage is not that good unless it comes for free, but you could use the Operation because of the card draw. You could get Neophyte Trooper still because of the flank, but you're gonna have a hard time unless you have stuff to like just combo with it. Living Icon could be good, but essentially you'd never really go low on cards. That's why I don't include this, mostly because of the issue with him already creating a lot of cards. You could go for things like Neophyte Heavy because it can be a surprising thing with that 5 damage if you really wanna. Acolyte Leader can be good because it's very annoying to remove. Acolyte Heavy can also be alright because of that high damage. But I think one of the best is going to be Nexus because of stealth. Hybrid Metamorph because of blast, as well as very good Uprising combo. If you want to do some shenanigans, you could do Underground Network, but once again, not that important. Sentinel is a nice option because of that ability, and you can also go for some front line with Aberrant Hypermorph, for example. One of the main weaknesses of my deck is that it doesn't run any front line, and that's a problem, the Vanguard I mean, and instead of the Patriarch, you could get like Goliath Tank or something if you really wanna. Doesn't really matter that much. I guess Vanguard options are good because currently I really don't run any Vanguard on my deck, which is kind of nutty. You might lose a lot because of that, but hey, on the other hand, playing a little bit aggro also allows you to win. So without further ado, let's just dive in and see what we can do. Okay, let's pray for no Scarabs or Genestealer spam. Okay, so we got the Kroot, and we need to get rid of this. Like, this is terrible. But Beophagus, you never swap out Beophagus. It's like one of the best cards. No way are we gonna play the Eclipse because it messes up our domination. It's Lord Edge. Alright, he's, as I remember, running a pretty scary aggro deck there. So, out of these guys, I think I'm gonna get Locust because the Locust is gonna help me stun lock that guy right there, and I'll be able to play it for 4, which is perfect. But first I'm gonna start off with Beophagus. I think at turn 1, like, he doesn't really have anything much there. Okay, he plays the Stealth Throne. Very well. Interesting there, interesting for sure. Let's drop the Beophagus. There we go. So Poison Supply is very good against the Kroot, specifically because they like to spam the board. Like, they would play a Kroot Hound right now, and if he does play a Kroot Hound, it's useless because I can take them out very easily because they're gonna be at 1 HP because of the Poison Supply. So I kind of shut down his tempo completely by this play. Ooh, he played a pretty shitty move for me, to be fair. Oh, but he still got that damage, which is good. I'm gonna drop Locust now. I'm gonna drop the expensive one because I want to keep the cheap one, and from experimental I'm gonna get enhanced resilience. Reason for that is I want my Locust to become durable so that it can start that stun lock I was talking about, so it's gonna be pretty important. He plays the supplies, that's great. I needed that to happen. That means he's not playing the stupid ability from this. He plays the feast and goes there, sure, and also goes there, which is also correct. That's how you're supposed to do it. Now what I'm gonna do here is obviously I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna put a very scary situation for him. I'm gonna play another one, and I'm gonna make this resilient, and I'm gonna bash him. And this is a problem now. Now this is a problem for him because this is a warlord that is very vulnerable to stun lock, and he really needs to deal with that very soon. And I do have Reductus next turn, which is great, or the Achilles Ridge Runner, which is also nice. So he unfortunately does play that bullshit Pathfinder, one of the more annoying units in the game, to be honest. But what can you do? It is what it is, man. Nothing much we can do about it. So he takes that out. Fair enough. And he passes. There's nothing else he can really do. Oh, he plays the Guardian Drone. You know what, brother mine? Fair enough. In that case, I'm ready to play the Ridge Runner if necessary. So first, let's see what we stun. We stun the most shitty thing possible. So I'm thinking what to do here. And I think, honestly, I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna take this out. The reason why I'm taking that out is because I don't want him to give that structural analyzer or whatever the fuck that is called to him, because it's gonna be a big problem. I'm dropping this because this is such a huge unit. Like, this is very powerful, especially against Tau, because they go wide and that blast is insane. And next turn I can do a lot of cool things. Oh my god, that is nasty as hell. I'm not gonna lie, my friend, that is nasty as hell. Oh boy, not cool. So in any case, this is what we're gonna do here. This is gonna be played instantly. We're going to take this out. That's gonna add a sabotage to his hand, which is gonna be poison supplies. That's perfect. And this is what we're gonna do. And that's gonna be very good, because right now that makes all his board disappear, which is great. Now, there's no long strike yet, as I remember, so we're kind of fine. It's bad that he has that 3 damage, but then again I have the Patriarch, and if I'm able to flank the Patriarch, it might get ugly. I'm not able to use his ability much, as you guys noticed. I only used it once. That's because I'm playing against an aggro deck, and against a heavy aggro deck, you cannot just sit there and use your abilities because you're just gonna get crushed. Oh, and now he's gonna use his ability and take it out, right? Okay, you know what, bro? Fair enough. You're gonna take some damage at least, so I'm fine with that, I guess, in a way. And poison supplies is still gonna put him down. The backstab is gonna be pretty good. Let me start off with this. So we get Neophyte Leader, Specialist. The funny thing is, I think I'm gonna get a Specialist here because I do have that flank that I could give it. I'm gonna drop this real quick. Let's see what I can add to his hand. Okay, Cult Propaganda is not half bad, to be honest. So we got some nice combos here. There's the Explosives with Backstab. There's the Enhanced Aggression with Acolyte. So some good things, for sure. Okay, he bashes in. That's good. That's like potentially 4 damage not going into my face. Gets rid of the Propaganda. I guess he also gets rid of the poison supplies. which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Then he plays that bullshit. That's gonna be 8, right? So I don't like that. I'm gonna have to do this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this bad boy right here. I'm gonna give it enhanced aggression. I'm also going to play the Locust here. And I'm gonna do this. Give him improvement. Nah, shittiest one, but you know what? Fair enough. Still better than nothing. Plus we draw a card. Neophyte, not bad. But I need those one flankers or something that can make this invulnerable. This is scary because I'm very low and I need to get something. I do have stun to kind of stall the game, but we'll see how this goes. Pretty interesting game either way. I do have some very nice cards that can win me the game, but this is looking mighty scary, boys. This is looking mighty scary. I won't lie. Why though? Oh, because, yeah, okay, sure. Some drone spam going on. Understandable. Good, sir. Now, here's the funny thing. Patriarch could be deadly as hell here, but that would mean I'm kind of forfeiting myself to potentially dying, which is not good. So what we do here is we play the explosives. We're gonna backstab the explosives. We're also gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I misplayed. I should have played Neophyte, and that misplay might cost me a lot, but instead I get a Sentinel, so I'll drop the Sentinel just to avoid him using any tactics. I'll keep my Magus. What I said is because I didn't play Neophyte and I didn't get the melee damage and range damage bonus from it, but you know what? Sentinel is still better, so I don't mind. I need a flank for my Patriarch, and it can get ugly as hell. What I do find interesting, though, is every time I play against this Warlord, not every time, but I quite often manage to... that was a bit of a mistake. I quite often manage to keep him stun locked. Long strike. Okay. A general, a long strike, huh? Don't mind if I do. So
comes the moment of deliverance.
I'm still gonna do this. Okay, that's what gets stunned. And if that's what gets stunned, then I have an interesting choice. I'll just stun this. And maybe I'll keep my Neophyte invulnerable, so that it can do something next turn. Still not getting any of my flank troops, so my Sanctus and my Patriarch are kind of dead, which is bad, but... you know, if I do roll them now, it's a lethal. Even with an empty Warlord. If I get my Familiar. Okay, let's see what he has.
I guide the fire-cast fury.
Yeah, that doesn't help, obviously. Unless he has a stun or something. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not good enough. Not good enough. GG. GG. There we go. You know, oh, 41? What? That means the guy is actually quite high on ladder. So what's our 700? Not enough. Okay. Very well. Let's move on. I kind of feel like I'm underestimating the Crude Warlord in my tier list. Sometimes his aggro feels nutty. Oh, we're facing off against a Tervigon. Tervigon is nasty as hell. Backstab. I'm gonna ditch backstab for now. Oh my god, this is such a shitty hand. What is this? This Saboteur is not bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. What? Oh, come on. I think he thought I was playing a Gene Stealer spam. Oh, come on, man. I wasn't playing Gene Stealer spam. We could have played. But can't blame the guy. I think most people are just playing that. Okay, another Tyranid, Swarmlord. Ditch these. Ooh. Not bad at all, actually. Not bad at all. Do I play Sweeping Infestation? I don't, because at some point it's gonna start damaging me. And it still ends up being bad because I'm not aggro at all. This is difficult, to be honest, because we don't have any realistic anti-stealth, which is very scary. You guys might not know just how scary that is, like not having that anti-stealth. It's pretty bad, I'll tell you right away. These guys don't have any anti-stealth and don't have much to stop this whole Swarmlord problem, so we gotta be very, very careful with how we act here. Digestion pool instantly, okay, my brother. I might commit to Genestealer Familiar if necessary. Oh, okay, so he plays a fucking monster of a unit, huh? Well, that's a shitty situation right there, bro. Hypermorph could be alright-ish. That's not too bad. We stunned it. Yeah, this is so bad. But on the flip side... Yikes. There is no flip side. There's no flip side, I just need to survive this somehow.
They are close.
I need to survive for a couple of turns and then I have some things going here. Just have to pray. Oh my god. There we go. He's popping off like crazy, bro. He's popping off like crazy. At least I'm mitigating some damage, which is great. In its own way, I guess. Yeah. So we play this bad boy here. We punch this. We do get another concealed explosive. Let's get it. I mean, why not? Abominant is gonna be very good. Abominant is gonna be very good. Holy fuck. This is so bad. Okay. He does destroy us with a Ravenous Hunger already, but we'll see. Maybe there are some things we can do. Oh, what's he thinking? Gene Stealer, obviously, and another Gene Stealer, okay. So unless I magically end up getting something to blow up my explosives, I'm in deep shit.
Heed the call of the stars.
Oh my god. No, this is actually lethal. Never mind.
Fail, yet hundreds will
Holy fuck, we lost to a single Carnifex. I hate that when that happens, but what can you do? We do have a lot of answers to that Carnifex, but we didn't really roll anything there. Shit. That's such a huge tempo gain, man. Carnifex on 3 energy. What we needed to get there was our Pure Strain, and we would have been okay. Okay, so get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, Biophagus, that's perfect. Normal conditions against Chaos. I don't think we really need that. I mean, we could do it for certain cards, but I don't think it's generally very necessary.
blessed by the star children will know.
Yeah, there's the Pure Strain. Yeah, Locus, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what we need. It's exactly what we need. Okay. So, instant aggro. I respect that. Let's drop the poison supplies on him. Biophagus is just so good, man. One of my personal favorite units, I would say. Biophagus or Biophagus. Very cool. It's just like so much value out of this single unit. So he could, what, really?
Let your hate fester.
That's a little bit questionable, to be fair.
Your fate is sealed.
This is actually how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have Harken stunned as well. Draws me a card. He's still holding the poison supplies, which puts him in a pretty bad spot. Best thing he can do is Traitor's Hate plus get rid of poison. That's a nice play. I could have played, for example, Pure Strain there, but then he would just use his splash and just kill everything. So, yeah, I don't think that. Why would you... Let me see what I got here. I think this is still the best value here. Let me show you how I love doing it. Oh, Biophagus again. Nice. Oh, he got rid of the supplies. Well, I got news for you, pal.
Hate drives.
I got news for you, my friend. Da-da-da-da. Take that. Also, add this to the collection as well. Thank you very much. You know, Sabotage is fun, but it's not really reliable. I think we're running the absolute best Sabotage cards currently. That's pretty much how you want to play with Sabotage. Boom. Takes out my Biophagus. My question is... I'm not using flank on this while this exists. Well, let me get another one real quick. Let me add another thing to him. If we hadn't gotten this, we would just take it out with a ranged attack and just drop Reductus. So I have Sanctus, so Enhanced Aggression just has to go on Sanctus. Go on, go on. Waste energy on that. No, okay. Fine by me. Absolutely fun by me. Fine. I mean, not fun. Let me just...
The walls of the oppressor.
Place it like this so that he doesn't hit everything for free with his splash damage. That way he can only hit 2, while every other placement he could hit my Warlord as well. So trying to mitigate some damage here. Ooh, Meltagon Legionary. That's a scary one, you know? Oh, he's not fucking around, this guy. My guy is not messing around. Oh, and everything is going face. You know how much I hate when that happens? When I'm playing this. So, no reason not to do this, first of all. Then, funny enough, there's also no reason not to do this.
We will overwhelm all who stand against our ascension.
And let's do another Prophet. Yeah, Genestealer Familiar, always a good card to have, especially for 0 energy. Ooh, look at that. We got an explosive as well, so he's got a choice. What are we targeting, Harkin? What are we targeting? Are we targeting the explosive, or are we targeting that, or are we just dropping a Helldrake Strike? Because fuck Helldrake Strike. I hate Helldrake Strike. Well, when it's used against me, of course. When I use it, it's totally fine. Ah, using Host of Chaos, aren't we? No tactics drawn. Looking bad for Harkin here, looking bad. Drops an Aspiring Champion. Obviously he has to do that because you know. And we have lethal. That will be lethal, boys. That will be lethal. Wait a minute. I can't steal this, can I? And not lethal. Okay, maybe not lethal. Sure. It's one-off lethal. Let me see if somehow I can... Oh, wait. Never the hell mind. I have the harrowing... not harrowing, Day of Ascension. I just realized I had that card. I'd totally forgotten about it. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue the battles. What did we lose to during the last game? Oh, we lost to the Swarmlord. Yeah, Swarmlord, as I said, is not a good matchup, to be honest, because that's anything that's stealth heavy is not good. Okay, so we have another guy who's playing that. Maybe keep one backstab. Let's hope he's a nice guy and is playing control and not the crazy deck.
Only those blessed by the star children will
Metamorph, Acolyte, Heavy. I think we get the Neophyte Heavy here. I don't think we're gonna be able to play those much, so let's get an early game troop instead. It's gonna do the same thing, I think. In a mirror match, it's questionable how much you wanna do the Biophagos, but that's exactly the thing. I guess in the early game is the best time to be using it.
The grizzle pit and I have created such wonders.
I just do hope that he's not running... I just hope that he's not running what I think he's running, so, you know. That would be kind of sad for me. Another Biophagos. Okay.
I have created such wonders to fuel our ascension.
Fuel my ascension. Okay, so... We could ditch poison. And drop this. Nobody expects a heavy, and it's gonna do a ranged attack against it, I'm sure. Oh, okay, smart boy. He actually did it. The melee attack. I'm not being sarcastic, that was actually smart. Because it's pretty funny how much you can mess up in this situation. What did it give me? Jammed communications is not terrible, even though it can be annoying as well. The grizzle pit has the grizzle pit and I, what did I just do? Didn't I just mark melee on that shit? But doesn't really matter, it would still be at 2 HP, so he can still take it out, so not much of a difference. The grizzle pit and I, what does he say? Have created something, whatever. The grizzle pit. Oh, it's a sabotage card. Okay. Here's what I think. Old Sentinel at some point could be nice. It's good that we're filling up his hand because, you know, this this is here. Yeah, there you go. There's the friggin' bullshit. That I hate so much. You know what? Let's get this. Let's drop this. We have 9 cards in our hand. How smart is creating another one? It's not smart at all, but I'm still gonna do it. I'll do it again. And this definitely goes face because it's gonna die to explosion. That makes sense. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nasty. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's play this out correctly. And by correctly, I could take out the stun card, but This bad boy is just a problem with those explosives. Kind of nasty to leave a stun against an invulnerable unit. It kind of ruins it, but I don't care, honestly. That needed to... You cannot leave this. This is one of their best legendaries, honestly. This thing by itself is a menace. Okay. Still generating some value, I see. Drops and Achilles.
Let's earn our divine reward.
Improvised barricade. I don't care about that much, I guess. Oh, nice. Nice. We got lucky. We didn't get too punished for it. Oh, shit. I forgot. Okay, we didn't lose a very meaningful unit anyway, so it's fine. And we get rid of this. Let's see how you're dealing with two of these. That's twice the explosives and that's twice the blast. And I have Day of Ascension. I think this game is in the bag, boys. It's in the bag. I don't see any way of him pulling this game. Yeah, what are you gonna get from there? There's nothing that saves you, really. Maybe a big front line could be good, but still gonna get lost to Ascension. Neophyte. Supplies. Pure Strain, sure. Oh, I see, I see. So you're trying to empty your hand, but that's not really gonna work now, is it? Why Day of Ascension? That's gonna leave him at 1 HP. Yes, we absolutely do it. I don't think there's gonna be a better time to do it. And then I have Bore Through if I need it. Oh wait, yeah, it's lethal. Because the bomb gets destroyed. Yeah. Yes. I almost messed up a very beautiful lethal because I didn't use my head. Well, that's still fine. Let's go for another game, boys. And leave a comment. How are you enjoying the gameplay with the control Gene Stealers? I think they're very fun. And there's Junith there to ruin it for us. Apparently. Perfect ambush. Sure. Let's keep it. Never give her the extra cards.
You pray to a deceitful god, a fabrication to keep you under their control.
Those who oppose them shall face fiery retribution.
Yikes, doesn't help that she's gonna drop those either. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe we should play a Metamorph. I don't know. There's no use in...
Your fate is sealed.
This does give me an idea. There's a potential here, you know?
I have seen worse.
If he does get Catherine's, though, it's gonna be a problem. And at this rate, he is gonna get it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We got a little lucky. Not even a little lucky. I would say we got quite lucky here. Boom. Stun that. Oh, another Locust. Don't mind if I do. Don't you mind if I do? Is he gonna relics this? Fuck. Not good at all. Okay, time for aggro, boys. Because she's gonna become unbeatable very, very soon. So we have to finish the game before that happens. And gotta use anything possible to make that happen. Lead the righteous. Ooh, is that it? That's not too good, is it? It's not too good for him. Stun that. Play the Sanctus and play the Invulnerability. So that her whole turn gets shut down. As I said, we have to play like Uber. What the heck are you doing, my man? That's a big misplay right there, bro. That's gonna cost you. Well, I guess that works. Still a bad misplay though. Still a bad misplay, but well, as I always say, I'm not one to judge, considering I misplay a lot myself.
For each one of us that falls, 100 more will rise.
The day of ascension approaches.
Okay, let's see what he has to deal with this. Hope he doesn't have another flame thingy. I'd be kind of sad if that happened. Worst thing that can happen to you is when she plays Hollowed Martyrs on curve. Okay, nice. GG. This is usually a very hard matchup because she kind of has a better late game than you. And if she gets Hollowed Martyrs, it becomes very, very difficult dealing with all of that spam plus the anti-spam. Together it becomes very hard. Okay, this is the final game, so let's see. Oh, we got another Gene Stealer. Is this going to be Slithers? Because Slithers has been playing that Warlord a lot. And I've lost to him a couple of times already, so let's see if I can... Yeah, well, never mind, it's not Slithers. I don't want to be holding this in my hand. This is the only thing that makes me think I want to get rid of this shitty deck. Not deck, sorry, the card from this deck. So that thing plays aggro, obviously. We got we got Sanctus. Oh yes. But no flank for him yet. I mean, still a good card, even without a flank. But, yeah. Yikes, this guy is gonna be aggressive here. Oh, there's the flank. Take that poison, my friend. Grab it. Once again, difficult because the Gene Stealer cults really use that poison effectively against you. Well, are you gonna play a unit or are you gonna still keep... Right. That's good. Useless barricade is always good. You might think that it, I mean, it's the worst sabotage, but at the same time it's good because Day of Ascension really benefits from it, because they're like you looking at that card and they're like, okay, so why do I want to get rid of that? I'll just keep it, right? But at the same time, you don't want to keep it because it's an extra chance for your opponent to trigger something nasty. So yeah. What the heck is this guy playing though? I don't get it. I don't get what he's... Oh, is he playing the stupid Gene Stealer spam? But why with that Warlord? The reason why you don't want to play that with that Warlord is because you're rolling a dice. Out of 30 cards, you really need to get the 6 energy card. And if you don't, you're kind of toast. Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired from this guy just beating my face all game. So what I'm gonna do is this. What was that? Oh my god, that's so terrible. I didn't get to see what it was. Aw. What did I destroy? Oh my god. It doesn't show. Shit. Wait. Come on. Now I have to die from curiosity. I really want to know what that was.
Give praise to the master.
Is he playing Gene Stealer spam? Certainly looks like he's playing Gene Stealer spam. I don't know. Either way, let's drop that. It will be funny if he face bashes into it. Nope. He was smart about it.
Let's earn our divine reward.
Nasty. Okay. I'm gonna play yet another of these bad boys.
A single perfect shot to herald.
Must be a little bit annoying that I keep doing that, but that's the whole idea of this Warlord. He can generate more and more of those things, so yeah.
Forward. Let's earn our divine.
How many are you gonna play? Like, I'm serious, how many of those are you gonna play?
We will overwhelm all who stand against our ascension.
Actually, I have no right to be saying that. I played like a gazillion legendaries of the same type, and I'm complaining about a second Ridge Runner. Yeah, not fair by me, for sure. Oh, Hypermorph. Oh! Hallelujah. He's got 5 cards in his hand, so my Ascension isn't the best thing to be played here.
The grizzle pit and I have created such wonders to fuel our ascension.
There's some potential here, boys. There's some potential that I'm liking. There's a potential for a very deadly move for the next turn. I just don't get what he's playing. He's just been replying to my attacks. Is he really playing the Gene Stealer spam deck with that Warlord? It's not good. Really not good, because you're praying to get your combo. And if you don't, you just lose the game. The reason why you should play it with the legendary one is because she can consistently get the necessary tactic. That's the whole idea behind it, right? Interesting. I think we are going to be... Oh, fuck. I'm very annoyed right now. Because if that's a friggin' Patriarch, I can flank into it because it goes... Okay, let me try something.
Your doom already walks among you.
That was so bad. Stupid biofocus. I'm annoyed. I'm salty. My Patriarch didn't get the flank. It deserved the flank. Give me my friggin' flank right now, boys, and don't burn it.
Give praise to the master below.
Okay, this is not half bad. Still not good though. A little bit of a misplay, should have been dropping some bombs, but then again it's not a misplay. You know why? Because this way, one of the weaknesses of the Genestealer cults is that whenever they flank their ambushes, it has to have a target to hit. While this one doesn't, because it's like invisible, so they can't flank something into it. So let's say if you wanted to make a big Patriarch finish or something, now that's out of the window. There you go, it's a barricade, okay. I want to do a Patriarch finish and I'm not getting the familiar. Please, EG, deliver the familiar into my hands. This is something they need to fix. There you go, okay. You have to press here specifically, because if you press here it doesn't show. Which is pretty stupid, to be honest. Well, Chirp and Smirk, what's your plan, my friend? Metamorph leader. Okay. It's okay. We're fine.
None can deny the Star Children's deliverance.
Oh, shit.
None can deny
He's giving me more of those. Actually, I have lethal. Maybe you guys are not seeing it, but... Or maybe you are seeing it, but we have a lethal here. Don't attack, don't take damage. Okay, smart. So we have lethal because when we play this... 1, 2... That's 6, 7... Yeah. No. Or not. Wait. Let me think about this for a second. This is 5 damage, right? This is gonna be 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, we're gonna be 1 off lethal. That means it doesn't work, so we have to do this instead.
Your fate is sealed.
And we're gonna trigger the Patriarch with the poison. Since EG is not giving me my flank, then I'm going to trigger it with poison. No problem. Well. Oh, he used his familiar. It's a very clever way of taking that out. Okay. Oh, okay. That's it? Alright, then it's GG. Then it's GG. No, not the banner. Well played. Well played, my friend. Well played. So, I think we did overall a pretty good run. We're almost back up at our peak. And I think we lost only one, right? So, we won 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost 1. This doesn't count. And we won against the Warshaper. So, that would make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victories, 1 defeat. Pretty good. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this deck, and I hope this gives you incentive to play a normal Genestealer instead of the shitty Uprising spam. And leave a comment. Ecclesiarch out.